Liverpool versus everybody. Little pre-match chat here. Hope everybody's had a good week. We've had it hopefully long enough to digest the most recent letdown. But I hate to even call it a letdown. The latest blip, or whatever you want to call it. But hopefully that's erased from everybody's mind and heart and soul. We can just keep moving. West Ham, we all know about it. We played them maybe 3 or 4 times altogether last season, and couldn't get a win over them. Last season, West Ham really came on strong, man. I think they had a pretty successful season. Did really well, and like I said, beat us a few times. So, I expect them to be really, really hungry to get points and to get back on the track. They're right above the drop zone. This is West Ham Football Club. There's been a lot going on with their team, and moving to this huge, stadium hasn't had the same feel as they may have had at their last stadium, the Bowling Ground. So, but you look at West Ham TV. A bunch of great guys, and I love watching their TV station, and you feel a little bit for them, but not Sunday. Sunday we have to go in there and let them feel our presence. We're at home. It's been a fortress so far. Why let that up now? Just come out and fight. And again, it's going to be a tough game. I don't think it's going to be as easy as some people may think. Maybe not as easy, but teams, fans, and maybe neutrals or whatever, even West Ham fans, they pretty much given up on this one, it seems like. And but we gotta, unfortunately for them, we gotta give them a little more misery for another week. After a game like Bournemouth, similar to Burnley, we got to bounce back with a positive result. A win would be preferred. A win would be preferred. But another loss is not going to be good. So we got to keep up with the other teams at the top of the league. And so I expect us to come out and take out our disappointment in the Bournemouth game. Take it out on West Ham. We had to come out and just demolish them. So it's nice to know we got another game at home. Good to be back with the fans and have the fans behind the team. So their danger men, I think, are obvious. Payet's always going to be kind of central to what they do, it seems. I don't know if there are injuries or anything like that. I do know that they have Andy Carroll, and I do know that he's capable of hurting any team. And I'm sure he would love to put one past Liverpool for obvious reasons. So we got to really, really, really be tight. Of course, there's been talk all week and all season and for the longest time, actually, for Liverpool and our defense and things of that nature. It was nice to finally see the pre-match interview, pre-match presser with Klopp, and I agree with a lot that he's saying. And sure, the defense was not the best at Bournemouth. I think we all know that. But a lot of it had to do with not just one player or 2 players. We're a team in everything we do. So I think the team should be at blame for any defensive errors, not a center back, or not Lucas Leiva, or not the goalkeeper. And I'll get to that in a minute. But we got to be better and compact more so when we're getting back on their counter. Press them if the press isn't working. Emery and Hendo got to pick up that slack right above the defense. And a lot of times, Klein's already upfield, Milner's already upfield, almost like wing backs in our the way we play. So we got to be better and help each other. And I think the trip to Spain obviously helped. And it showed through the images that surface on the internet and things of that nature. So the boys got to stick together. And like Klopp said, it's really easy to come together when we win. When you lose, it's really easy to go home and wallow in your sorrows. So I think it was great that he got the team together and they took that trip. So again, this is all the making of a bounce back game. We got to make it happen. Goalkeeper. It's amazing to me because a lot of you who are saying you want Karius out, you were the ones who were, overjoyed that we had him and that he was coming in and that Mignolet was going to be on the bench and he's so handsome, this guy Karius, and yada, yada, yada. And, and now a lot of you ones who are saying that are saying he's the worst and You know, he needs to sit down. He needs to, go back to. He needs to go to the bench, whatever the case may be. Listen, get behind the team. This is what you wanted. Support it. At the end of the day, all the best goalkeepers in world football all time have had errors and issues and things of that nature. Again, it wasn't all down to the goalkeeper. We've got to protect, all that box area. We got to protect it. Yeah, there were some moments where he had some errors. Mainly the last one when it bounced, ricocheted off of him, and Nathan Ake got that goal. But back the team. Don't start whining now about put Mignolet in after you said everything you said about Mignolet. Back the team. He's young. He's got to learn at some point. There's no sense in benching him now. Let him go through it. Throw him in the fire. Let him have bad games. Let him learn from it. We're gonna be okay. And a lot of times it's easy to side with all the pundits and former players, Jamie Carragher, who comes out and criticizes players. Which, listen, players are gonna get criticized. That's what happens. Carragher, I'm sure he's got criticized in his career. It happens. At the end of the day, trust in yourself and your own talents and gifts that God gave you, goddammit, and keep on rolling. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna have bad games. Don't hang your head. Just keep coming out. And I'm sure the team's behind him. Clearly, the manager's behind him. So, for me, whatever keeper is in, I'm gonna support. I've always been more of a, between these two keepers, more of a Mignolet fan. Mignolet has his problems too. So at the end of the day, we need a goalkeeper, and whoever the coach sees fit to be in goal, I'm gonna support that. So, yeah, just looking for a really big game. Looking for a Regis to get back on the score sheet. Every game he started, he scored so far this season, and I really think he's going to keep that up. The guy's taken his opportunity, and he's been running with it, and you want to see that. That's beautiful. Emre Can, I expect him to have another good game. I think he's been really, really good for us so far this season. After maybe having somewhat of a shaky start coming back from that injury, but to me he's been really, really good. So Mane again. So Lallana's back full strength. Well, he'll be. I'm assuming he'll be starting from the beginning of the game, and I think that's going to be a real good, real key for us. We've been missing kind of his industry in the middle of the park, and he kind of gets things started for us as far as midfield to front. So we should be good, man. I'm going to go for 3-1. I'd love to see a clean sheet, of course, but I think West Ham can get something over us, a goal at least. And hopefully that's all they get. So yeah, I'm just looking for the guys to bounce back again, and just get back in winning ways. So we'll look forward to seeing you all halftime of the game Sunday. Till then.